Ek gou vinnig vra vir Dirk om net vir ons te open.
Sit net so, ons maak die oë toe. Here, dankie vir 'n wonderlike dag. Dankie dat U die skepper is van hierdie dag. Hierdie dag behoort aan U. En Here, so ook elkeen van ons. U kom sê vir ons in Johannes 15 vers 5 dat ons in U geplant moet wees en ons in ons in U. Here, sodat ons kan vrug dra, want sonder U kan ons niks doen nie. En in hierdie dag wil ons dit kom verklaar en erken dat sonder U is ons niks. Daarom Heilige Gees, kom en maak ons vol en wees hier teenwoordig. Laat strome lewende water uit ons uit sal vloei. Seën hierdie veiling, as ons hier wegry, Here, dat ons veilig by ons huise sal kom. En dankie vir die teenwoordigheid. Ek bid vir veiligheid, ek bid vir vrede, en ek bid vir die genade in die naam van Jesus. Amen.
Baie dankie om Dirk. Dames en here, die normale terme en voorwaardes geld vir vandag se veiling. Die diere word per kop opgeveil en ons gebruik die gewig aangedui op die katalog soos geweeg. Dames en here, die diere gaan ook weer geweeg word voor laai, so ek wil dit net onder julle aandag bring. Dames en here, ons gaan begin met die veiling. Lot nommer 1, is julle reg kabous? Is julle right. Dames en here, lot nommer 1, 131 dormerslaglammers. Hulle weeg 45 kg geweeg die 24ste van die 11de. Hulle is 45 km van Barkly-Oos. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. 16 asking now, 16 now, let's go. 16 asking 16. R1,600 to whatever 16 now, asking 16 on the floor. R1,600 op die vloer, asking 1620. Asking 1620 now, 20, asking 1620 now. 1620, asking 20 now, whatever 1620. 1610, I'll take 1620, 1610, asking 1610. Yes. I've got 10 now, make it 20, I've got a 20 now, I've got 20 floor. 20 now on floor, asking 30. 30 asking 30, 1630 asking 1630 now, let's go 1630 now. 1630, I've got 1620 floor. 1620 floor asking 30. Asking 1630 now, what about 1630? 1630 asking 1630 now. 1630 now 40. At a 40 now, make it even 50. Asking 50 now, what about a 50? At a 50 now, asking 50. 1650, I've got 1650, asking 60. At a 60 floor. At a 60 floor now. At a 1660 floor, asking 70 online. 1670 online, asking 1670 online. 1670 online, what about 1670 online? 1670, 1670, I got 180. 1680, I've got a 1680 on floor. 1680 floor now. 1690, let's go 1690 online. 1690, 17. Asking 17, I've got a 17 now. 1710, asking 1710. 1710, asking 10. 1710 now, asking 10. What about a 1710 now? 1710, I've got a 1710, asking 1710. Asking 1710, asking 17, I've got a 1710 now, asking 20. At a 20 floor now, let's go 30. What about a 30 now? Let's go 30. What about a 30 now? At a 30 now, what about a 30 now? 30 online, let's go 30 online now. At a 30, asking 30 now. 1730, asking online. 1730, asking 1730 online. 1730, I got 17, let's go 40. 1740, 1750. 1735 on the floor. 1735, now I got 1735, 1735 on the floor. 1735 on the floor. 1735 asking 40. 1735 on the floor asking 1740. 1740 asking 1740. 1740 asking 1740. 1740 asking 1740 online. 1735 but on the floor. 1740 asking 1740. 1735 on the floor. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie oor laat staan ons. They are not sold, want a bit more. Right, hy is nie verkoop nie. Right, lot nummer 2, dames en here, lot nummer 2. 248 doenie slaglammers. Dames en here, hulle weeg 52.5 kg die 28ste van die 11de. Ladies and gentlemen, start me. 19. 19, let's go 19, asking 19. R1,900, what about 19? 19, asking 19, R1,900, asking 19. R1,900, enigiemand daar op 19. 19 now, let's go 19. R1,900, let's go 19. R1,900, let's go 19. 1850, I'll take. Let's go 1850. 1850, asking 1850. 1850, what about a 1850?
Yes.
1850, I got a 1850, let's go 1860. 1860 on the floor, I got a 1860, make it 70 now. 70, asking 1870, what about 1870 now? I got a 1870, make it 1880. 1880, what about a 1880? 1880, what about a 1880 on the floor? 1880, make it 90. I got a 90 now, make it 19. 1890 on the online. Let's go one. I'll take 5. 1890, what about 1895? Asking 1895, what about 1895? 1895, I've got 1895, make it 1890.
Yes.
1900, now make it 1905. 1905, what about a 1905? 1905 rand, what about a 1905? Asking 1905. 19 is the bet online. Asking 1905. I got a 1905, make it 110. 1910, I got a 1910, I got a 1910, 15. Asking 15 now, make it 1915. 1915, asking 1915, what about a 1915? 1915, what about a 1915? 1910 is the bid. Asking 1915. 1910 is the bid now, got a 1910, now got a 1910 is the bid now. Asking 1915, what about a 1915? 1915 now, what about a 1915? Asking 1915. 1915. I've got 1915 now, asking 20. What about a 20? I got a 20, 1920 now. I got a 1920, asking 25. 1925 now, let's go 1925 now. 1925 now, what about a 1925? 1925, asking 1925. 1925 now, let's go 1925. 1920 is the bot. 1925, asking 1925, let's go. 1925 now, what about a 1925? 1920, is julle allemaal klaar op 1920? 25, I got a 1925, now make it 30. I got a 1930 now, let's go 35. 1935 now, what about a 1935? Asking 1935 now, what about a 1935? 1935 now, let's go 1935. 1930 is the bit now, let's go 1935. 1935 is hulle allemaal klaar op 1930, 1930 vir die eerste maal. 1930 vir die tweede maal. 1930 for the third and last time. Ons hom net eers bietjie laat oorstaan. Ons hom net gou bietjie oor laat staan, ons gesels nou na die tyd. Baie dankie. Right, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, lot nummer 3. Merino hamels, hulle weeg 60 kg. 20% van hulle sal C2 gradeer. Hulle is geweeg die 22ste van die 11de. Hulle is 12 km buite Barkly-Oos langs die teerpad. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, start me. 1650 now, let's go 1650, asking 1650. 1650, what about a 1650? 1650 now, what about a 1650? 16. 1600 rand, let's go 16. 1600 rand, let's go 16. 1600 rand, let's go 16 now, asking 16. 1600 rand, enigiemand daar 16. 1600 rand, let's go 16, asking 16. 16 now, let's go 16, asking 16. 1600 rand, ons gaan net so eers laat oorstaan. Lot nummer 4, dames en here, doen die ooi en hamels, hulle weeg 57.17 kg geweeg op die 21ste van die 11de maand, as 118 van hulle is 53 km vanaf Barkly-Oos. Ladies and gentlemen, 1400, let's go. 14 now, what about a 14? I got 14 on the floor. 1400 rand, I got a 14 on the floor. 14 now, I got to make it 1410. 1410 now, 1410 now, what about a 1410? 1410 now, asking 1410, what about a 1410? 1410 now, asking 1410 now, what about a 1410? 1400 is the bit now, let's go 1410. 1410 now, what about a 1410 now, let's go 1410. 1400 is a bit now on the floor, going once. 1400, going twice. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie oorstaan, ons is 'n bietjie kort. Op teiken. 15. 1-5, uitverkoop of vat hulle vir 1-5. Baie is number there. Baie number 118. Lot 5. Thanks, Angus. Ja, lot 4. Dames en here, lot nummer 5. Ladies and gentlemen, 400 merino hamels. Weeg 58.5 kg. Geweeg op die 28ste van die 11de. 5 km buite Barkly-Oos. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you say? Start me on a 1-6. Let's go 1-6 now. What about a 1-6? 1-5 is the bit on the floor. 1500, they take, I got a 1500 now. 1500 now, make it 1510. 1510 now, what about a 1510? Asking 1510. 1510 now, out of 1510 now. At a 1510 now, 20 now, 20, make it even 30. At a 30 now, 40, what about a 40 now? At a 30 now, I got a 30 on the floor. 1530 on the floor now, 1530 on the floor, asking 1540. 1540 now, what about a 1540? Asking 1540. 1540 now, what about a 1540? Let's go 1540. At a 1540, I got 1530 on the floor. 1540, asking 1540 now, what about a 1540 now? At a 1540 now, 1540 now, asking 1540 now. 1540 now, what about a 1540 now? 1540, I'll go 1540 now, 50. At a 50 now, let's go 60. 1560 now, what about a 60 now? 1560, let's go 1560. 1550 on the floor now, let's go 1560. 1560 now, what about a 1560? Asking 1560 now, asking 1516, let's go 1560 now. At a 1560, let's go 1516. 1550 on the floor, going once. 1560 now, 70. At a 70, I got 1570, make it even 80. What about a 80 now? Let's go 1580. I got a 1580. Let's go 1580. Let's go 1580 now. What about a 1580? 1580 now. What about a 1580? Let's go 1580. 1580 now. What about a 1580? 1580 now. What about a 1580? Asking 1580. 1580, asking 1580. 1570, going once. 1570, going twice. 1570 for the third and last time. We're a bit short. All right, we'll chat afterwards. All right, 1570. We'll chat afterwards. Thank you. Right, lot nummer 6. Lot nummer 6. Ons gaan lot nummer 730. Merino hamels. 51.5 kg, geweeg 28ste van die 11de. Hulle is geskeer November 5 km buite Barkly-Oos. Hulle is reg om te laai die 18de van die 12de. Die week van die 18de van die 12de. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en here, start me. Let's go 1-4 to go. 1400 rand, let's go 1-4. 1400 rand, what about a 1-4? Asking 1-4. 1-4 now, what about a 1-4? Let's go 1-4. 1-3 I've got. 1300 now, I got a 1300, asking 1310. 1310 now, asking 1310 now, 1310 now, asking 1310. 1310 now, what about a 1310? 1300 on the floor. 1310 now, what about a 1310 now, asking 1310. 1310 now, what about a 1310 now, asking 1310. What about a 1300? 1310 now, what about a 1310? 1300 on the floor. I got a 1310 now, I got a 1310 now, 20. I got a 20 now, I got a 20 now, I got a 20, make it even 30. At a 30 now, I got a 30, make it even 40. At a 40 now, I got a 40, make it even 50. 1350 now, I got a 1350, make it even 60. 1360 now, I got a 1316, what about a 70? 1370 now, I got a 1370, make it even 80. 1380, I got a 1380, make it even 1390. 1319 at the back, asking 1390. 1390. 1380 is a bit now, I got a 1380, what about a 1390? 1380 is a bit, going once, going twice. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie laat oorstaan, ons so 'n bietjie kort. Ons sal na die tyd gesels, dankie. Right, lot nummer 9, ladies and gentlemen. Doen die slag hoe 100 van hulle weeg 61 kg op die 28ste van die 11de maand. Hulle is pelts 10 km voor Barkly-Oos op die teerpad. Verlaai op die 6de van die 12de, die week van die 6de van die 12de. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en here, let's go. 1-4 now, what about a 1-4? Asking 1-4. 1400 rand, what about a 1-4? Asking 1-4 now, what about a 1-4? At a 1-4 now, make it 1-4-10. 14-10, asking 14-10 now. 14-10 now, what about a 14-10? 14-10, asking 14-10, I got a 1400. 14-10, I got a 14-10 now, 20. Asking 1420, I got a 1420 now 30. At a 30 now 40, asking 1440. 1440 now, what about a 1440? 1500. 1500, I got 1500 at the back. 1500 now, I got a 1510, asking 1510. 1510 now, asking 1510. 1510, I got a 1510 now. 1510 in front now. 1510 now, asking 20. Asking 20 now, 1510, I got 1510 now. Asking 1520 now, what about a 1520? 1520 now, asking 1520. 1520, asking 1520, what about a 1520 now? 1520 now, what about asking 1520? 1510 on the floor. 1510. 1510. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, lot nummer 7, 1510. 1510 in front, sold. Thank you. Angus, is that number there, please? 118. 118 buys, thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Lot nummer 9. Lot, sorry, wag, hou net gou aan. Wat is nou lot 8? Ja, lot 8. Right, lot nummer 10, dames en heren, lot nummer 10. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, 177 merino hammels, of hulle is boerhammels, jy kan hulle koop net soos wat jy goed dink. 55.4 kg geweeg, die 27ste van die 11de, 6 stand merino hammels geskeer die 1 November, 45 km van die teerpad af. Ladies and gentlemen, start me sir, let's go 16. R1600, whatever 16 now. 16 now, asking 16. 15, let's go 15. R1500, whatever 15. Asking 15 now, let's go 15, asking 15. R1500, whatever 15. R1500 die enige iemand daarop 15. R1500 die enige iemand daarop 15. Ja, dit was lot 9, daar's 'n fout. Ons gaan dit net na die tyd gou regmaak. Daai lot nommer 9, Angus, we just going to talk afterwards. There's a fault there that they're not sold. Lot number 8. We're a bit short there. Ag, lot number 9.
What happened to lot number 8?
Lot number 8.
We haven't had 8,
Oh, sorry, ja, my mistake. Dames en heren, net gou vinnig, ek het 'n fout gemaak op die katalogus. Ek het 'n lot geskiep. Ek vra nederig om verskoning as ons net gou vinnig lot nummer 8. Kabous as julle lot nummer 8 my net kan opsit asseblief. Alright, lot nummer 8. Dis vet merino ooi, hulle weeg 50.88 kg, geweeg die 23ste van die 11de, geskeer die 1 November, 35 km van Barkly-Oos af. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, asking 1250. 1250, I got a 1250 now. 1250, asking 1250, I got a 1250, make it 126. 1260, asking 1260, 1260. Asking 1260 now, what about a 1260? 1260, asking 1260, what about a 1260? 1260 now, what about 1260? Let's go 1260. 1250 is the bid now. 1260, asking 1260 now. 1260, what about a 1260? Let's go 1260. 1260, asking 1260. 1250 is the bid. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie laat oor staan, we are a bit short. Okay. Let's talk afterwards. Thanks, Angus. Alright. Angus, you were the lot number 9. Angus, just lot number 9. Let's redo them. Okay. We're going to redo lot number 9. You were the highest bidder on 15. That's correct. Lot number 9. 100 doen die slag oor weeg 61 kg, geweeg die 28ste van die 11de. They are pelts 10 km voor Barkly-Oos op die teerpad. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 is the floor bid. Asking 1510. 1510 now, let's go 1510. 1510 now, what about a 1510? Asking 1510 now, let's go 1510. Asking 1510 now, what about a 1510? 1500 on 15 on the floor, going once. Going twice. Okay, dames en here, daar is 'n daar op die katalogus dui dit aan as pelts, maar hulle is nie pelts nie, hulle is shorts. So daar is 'n tikfout op die katalogus, so let wel, hulle is shorts. 1-5 on the floor. Let's go 1-5-10. What about a 1-5-10 now? Let's go 1-5-10. 1-5-10 now. What about a 1-5-10? I got a 1-5-10 now asking 20. I've got 20 now, make it 30. Let's go 30 now asking 30. 1-5-30 now. What about a 1-5-30? 1-5-30, 1-5-30 asking 1-5-30. 1-5-30 asking 1-5-30. 1-5-20 on the floor. 1-5-30 asking 1-5-30 now. 1530. I'll take 25. 1-5-25. 1-5-25 asking 1-5-25. 1-5-25 asking 1-5-25. 1-5-25 asking 1-5-25. 1-5-20 going once. 1-5-20 going twice. Angus, we're still a bit short. Let's start. Let's talk afterwards. Okay. Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 10, 177 Merino Hammels, stoor of boer Hammels, 55.3 kilogram geweeg op die 27ste van die 11de, 45 kilometer vanaf die teerpad. Ladies and gentlemen, asking 1-5. 1-5, asking now 1-5, asking 1-5, let's go 1-5. 1500 rand to whatever 1-5. 1500 rand, let's go 1-5, whatever 1-5. 1-5 now, let's go 1-5, asking 1-5. 1500 rand, ek kan nie laer as dit gaan nie, 1-5. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie oor staan. Right, lot nummer 11, 293 Merino Hammels. Hulle weeg 47.6 kg. Geskeer die 1 November, 35 km vanaf Barkly-Oos. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, asking 1-5-50. 1-5-50, asking 1-5-50, let's go 1-5-50. 1-5, let's go 1-5. 1-5 now, what about a 1-5? 1500 rand, enig iemand op 1-5. 1500 rand, let's go 1-5. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie oor laat staan. Lot nummer 12, Merino Hammels, stoor Hammels. Daar is ooe ook by. Daar seker plus minus so 30% ooe is in die groep. Daar 600 van hulle. 20 km buite Barkly-Oos. Ladies and gentlemen, starting, let's go. 1-3. 1300 rand, what about a 1-3? 50 kg weeg hulle geweeg op die 28ste van die 11de. 1-3. 1-250, asking 1-250. 1-250, let's go 1-250, asking 1-250. 1250, what about a 1-250? 1-250, asking 1-250. 1-250, asking 1-250. Ons sal net so 'n bietjie laat hoor staan, dankie. Lot nummer 13. 161 Merino Hammels. Hulle weeg 51.4 kg geweeg op die 27ste van die 11de. Geskeer die 1 November, 46 km vanaf die teerpad van Mountain Shadows Hotel af. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, 1-5-50. Let's go. What about a 1-5-50? Asking 1-5-50. 1-5-50, what about a 1-5-50? Asking 1-5-50, let's go 1-5-50. 1-5-50. Anyone on 1-5-50? Laat hom net oor staan. Lot nummer 14, ladies and gentlemen, dames en here, 182 Doenie stoor ooe, Hammels, AB, B grade en C grade, geskeer die 1 November, weeg 48.56 kg. Hulle is 43 km vanaf Barkly by die Waterhou veilingskraal. Ladies and gentlemen, 1-5-50. Ek het 1-5-50 asking 1-6, 1-1-6. 1100, 1160 asking 1160, whatever 1160 now. 1150 is die bod. 1150 is the bid. Asking 1160. 1160 asking what about 1160, let's go 1160 now. 1160, what about 1160, let's go 1160 now. 1150 is die bod. Going once. Going twice. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie laat oorstaan, ons gesels met jou na die tyd aanry, baie dankie. Lot nummer 15, ladies and gentlemen, doen die stoorlammers 326 van hulle weeg 31 kg. Hulle is 6 maande oud, 35 km vanaf Barkly-Oos. Ladies and gentlemen, 1100. Let's go. R1100 whatever 1100 now. R1100 op die vloer. I've got 1100 now asking 1110. 1110 now, I got 1110 now asking 20. What about 1120 now, I got 1120. 1120 asking 1130. Asking 1130 now, what about 1130? I got 1130 now 40. Asking 40 now, what about a 40? 1140 now asking 40. I got a 40 now, make it even 50. What about a 50 now asking 1150? At 1150 now, what about 1150? 1150 now, let's go 1150. 1140 is now the bid. 1140 now online. 1140 now online, let's go 1150. 1150 now, what about 1150? 1140 online. 1140, ladies and gentlemen, 1140. Ons is 1140. Are they right? 1140. Dankie Andre, they sold. Nummer is 577. Right, dames en here, lot nummer 16. Ladies and gentlemen, 300 doen die stoorlammers. Hulle weeg 30 kg. Hulle is gemeng. Hulle laai op die teerpad 10 km voor Barkly-Oos. Vir die week van die 6de van die 12de. Hulle is geweeg die 28ste van die 11de. Ladies and gentlemen, 1000. Let's go. R1000, let's go. What about 1000 now? Ek het R1000 op die vloer en ek het 1150. Ek het 1050 op die vloer. 1050 now, let's go 60. At a 60 now, 70. At a 60 online, 70 floor. At a 70 floor now, make it back into it online. 1080 now, whatever, 1018 now, asking 1080 now. 1080 online, let's go online. Andre, 1080. Ek sal R75 ook vat. 1075. Ek het 1075 online, 80. 1080. 1080 op die vloer. 1080, let's go 85. I got 85 now, 90. At a 90 now, make it 95. 1090, make it, let's go 95. 95 now, make it 11. 1100 now, get 1100 on the floor. R1100, let's go 105. 1105. 1105 asking 1105 nou. 1100 op die vloer. Ek sal R2 ook vat. 1102. 1102, back you at 5. R1102. Ladies and gentlemen, R1102. Ons is so bietjie kort. Ons gaan hom net. Ons sal met jou gesels na die tyd, Andre, baie dankie. Right, dames en here, lot nummer 17, 24 doen die stoorlammers. Hulle weeg 31 kg. Ladies and gentlemen, hulle is geweeg die 24ste van die 11de. Hulle is dadelik gereed. Hulle sal aangery word na die trok toe. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, 1050. Let's go. What about 1050? Ek het 1050 op die vloer. 1050, let's go 60. What about 60? Asking 60. 1050 op die vloer. Let's go 60. 1060. Out of 60 now, make it even 70. At a 70 now, back at you at 80 online. 1080 online, let's go 1080, let's go 1190. At 1190, make it 1100. 1190 op die vloer. 1190 op die 1090 op die vloer. Let's go 1100 online. 1100 online, asking 1110. 1110 now, what 1110 now, let's go 1110, asking 1110. 1110, dames en here, asking 1110. Ons is 'n bietjie kort, Andre. Ons gaan na die tyd met jou gesels, baie dankie. Dames en here, lot nummer 18. Doen nie slag, almal lammers. Daar's 408 van hulle. Hulle weeg 45 kg geweeg op die 29ste van die 11de. Hulle is 10 km voor Barkly-Oos op die teerpad, gereed om te laai vir die week van die 11de van die 12de. Dit is die 11de Desember, daai week gaan hulle gereed wees om gelaai te word. Ladies and gentlemen, asking 1650. 1650, asking now 1650, let's go 1650. 1650 now, what about 1650, asking 1650. 1650, what about 1650 now. 1650, hier iemand nou op 1650, let's go 1650, asking 1650 now. 1650 now, let's go 1650, asking 1650, let's go 1650 now. 1650, what about 1650, asking 1650, let's go 1650 now. 1650, go to 1650, let's go 167, 1660, 1660, asking 1660 now, 1660, asking 1660, let's go 1660 now, asking 1660, asking, let's go 1660, asking 1660, let's go 1660 now, 1650, going once. 1660, I got a 1660, back at you at 1670. At a 1670 now, let's go 1680. 1680 now, what about a 1680? 1680 now, back at you at 1690. 1690, let's go 1690, I got a 1690, let's go 17. 17 now, what about a 17, asking 17. 17 now, asking 1710. 1710 now, let's go 1710 now, 1710 now, what about 1710 now, 20. And let's go 20 now, what about a 20, let's go 1720 now. 1720, asking 1720 now, let's go 1720. 1720 now, let's go asking 1720. 1710 is the bit now, let's go 1720. 1720 now, what about a 1720, asking 1720 now. 1720, let's go 1720, let's go 1710, going once. 1710, going twice. And sold. Is hulle reg? Hulle is reg, hulle is verkoop. Right, baie dankie julle. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, lot nummer 19, 212, doen die hammelammers, 48 kilo. Is ons kort. Wat is dit? 50. Dit is die groep van 45, dat is die ligte goed. Net so uitwerk. Dis ek het daai. Okay. Ons gaan gou na die tyd gesels. Andrei, ons gaan net gou na die tyd met jou gesels. Daar's net 'n dispuut op hierdie prys. Ons gaan net na die tyd met jou gesels. Baie dankie. Right, dames en here, lot nummer 19, 212 doen die hammelammers, weeg 48 kg, geweeg die 29ste van die 11de, 10 km voor Barkly-Oos op die teerpad. Ladies and gentlemen, R1700, let's go. Whatever 17 now, let's go 1710. 1710, asking 1710 now, whatever 1710. 1710 now, asking 1710, asking, let's go 1710. 1710 now, let's go 1710. 1710, asking 1710. 1710, let's go 1710. At a 10 now, asking 20 now, 30. Let's go 30 now, what about a 1730 now? 1730, asking 1730, I've got a 1730 now, 40. Let's go 40 now, what about a 40 now? 1740, asking 40 now, asking 40, let's go 40. Asking 40, I've got a 40 now, back at you at 50. 1750 now, let's go 60. At a 60 now, what about a 1760? 1760 now, what about a 1760, asking 1760 now. 1760 now, back at 70, let's go 80. 1780 now, 90. Let's go 90, 1790 now, 1800. 1800, asking 1800 now, let's go 18. 1800 rand, let's go 1800. 1800 rand, let's go 1800. 1719, ek sal R5 ook vat. 1795, asking 1795. 1795. Let's go, 1795, dis net R5. 1795. 1719 is the bid, going once, going twice. Ons gesels gou net na die tyd met jou, Andrei. Ek sal gou na die tyd met jou gesels, baie dankie. Alright, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, ons gaan oor na die bees toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Bonsmara stoorkoeie, 66 van hulle weeg 436 kg geweeg, die 21ste van die 11de, hulle is 4 tand tot volbek, hulle word gelaai by die Waterrail, veilingskrale 53 km vanaf Barkly-Oos. Ladies and gentlemen, 9,050, let's go. What about a 9,050, let's go, 9,050, asking 9,050, 9,050, let's go, 85, sit hom gou op 8,500, 85, ek het 8,500 rand daar op die vloer, ek het 85, 85 on the floor now, let's go 85, let's go 8550, 8550, asking 8550, asking, let's go 8550, 8,550 now, let's go 8550, 8550, I got 8550 now, 86, 8,600 on the floor now, let's go 8650, 8650, asking 8650, 8650, asking 8650 now, back to 87, 87 now, 8750, and 8750 now, what about 8750, 8750 on the, 8750, I got 8750, 88, ek sal 75 vat. 8750 is the bid now. 8750 is the current bid. Let's go. I'll take 8775 online. 8775. Nee, is online. 8750 online. Asking 8775. Willem, ons sal na die tyd gaan met jou gesels, ons net so bietjie kort. Baie dankie. Dames en here, lot nommer 37, lot nommer 2 op die bees. 37 Sasse kruisbeenkalvers. Hulle weeg 176 kg, geweeg die 23ste van die 11de, 14 is manlik, 25 is vroulik, 53 km vanaf Barkly-Oos op Hotrou by die veilingskrale wat ons gaan laai. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, asking 6,000. 6,000 rand an hour, let's go, what about 6,000? 6,000, I got a 6,000 on the floor. 6,000 rand op die vloer, I got a 6,000, I got a 6 now. Asking 6,000, maak het 6,61. Asking 6,1. 6,1, asking 6,1. 6,000 op die vloer nou. 6,1 now, okay, let's go back to 50. Excuse julle, kabous. 6,050 online, let's go 6,050. 6,050, what about 650? Dit is vloer onder 6,000. Asking 6,050. Yeah, 650 at the back. Let's go 6,1. Let's go 6,1. No, 650 at the back. Asking 6,1. 6,1, 6,150. I've got 6,1. 6,100 op die vloer nou. 6,100 now. Got a 6,1. 6,100 rand now. Got a 6,1. Make it asking 6,150. Asking 6,150. What about a 6,150? 6,100. 6,100, we bit short. Okay. All right. They sold 6,133. Buyer's number? Right, hulle is verkoop 6,133. Baie dankie. 118 buys. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 lot nummer 3 by die bees. 12 Charolais kruisbeen kalvers geweeg 234.7 kg geweeg die 23ste van die 11de. Daar's 1 manlik en 11 vroulik. 53 km van Barkly-Oos waar lot 2 van die bees loop. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en here, 7,5, asking 7,5. I got 7,5 on the floor. 7,5 now, what about 50 now? 7,550, what about 7,550? 7,550, asking 7,550. 7,5 on the floor, asking 7,550. 7,550 online, asking 7,550 on the online. 7,550, I got 7,5 on the floor. Can we talk afterwards? All right, we'll talk afterwards. Thank you. Ons staan maar net so oor. Right, lot nummer 4 by die bees. 41 self Devon kruisbeen kalvers, weeg 206 kg geweeg die 27ste van die 11de. Almal vroulik geënt met S19 en band tracks. Hulle is 45 km van Barkly-Oos by Moses Ford. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, asking 7,250. 7,250, what about 7,250? 7,250, what about 7,250? 7,250. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie laat oor staan. Lot nummer 5 vir die bees. 15 Beefaster kruisbeen kalvers, almal vroulik, weeg 214 kg geweeg die 24ste van die 11de. Moses Ford, selfe laai plek. Let's go. 6,850. I'll take 6,000. I've got 6,850. Asking 6,9. 6,900 rand. What about a 6,9? 6,9 now. What about a 6,9? 6,900 rand. What about a 6,9? 6,850. Asking 6,9. 6,850. Ons gaan net so 'n bietjie laat oorstaan. We'll talk afterwards. Thank you. Right, lot nummer 6 by die bees. 40 Ponsmara verse, weeg 312 kg, geweeg die 23ste van die 11de. gereed vir die Bull RB51 geënt en hulle is 2 jaar oud, 35 km vanaf Barkly-Oos. Ladies and gentlemen, 11,450 on the floor. Donkey, 11,450 now, let's go on 11,500. 11,500 now, what about 11,500? 11,500 rand asking 11,500. 11,500 rand enige iemand daar 11,500. 1,450 is die bod. 11,450 is die bod. Ons gaan net gehoor. Asking 11,500. 11,450 is the bid. 11,500. 11,550. Against you. Iemand is op die foon. 11,550 asking. Eleven five fifty, 11,600. Back at you at 11,650. 11,650. Let's go. 11,650. What about 11,650? Yes. 11,650 now. 11,700. 11,700 rand. Let's go 750. 750 now. What about 750?
Yes.
11,750. 11,800. 11,800. Back at you at 850.
Yes.
850. 11,900. 11,900. 950.
Yes.
950, 12,000. 12,000. Let's go 12,100. What about asking 12,100? Asking 12,100. What about 12,100?
What's the bid?
12,000, asking 12,100. We have to.
That's 12,000, asking 12,100.
We've got a guy that's interested in them. Right, 12,000 is the bid on the floor. Ons is net so bietjie net gou seker maak 12,000 ons ware verse. Right. Sold. Thank you. Baie dankie Hendrik. 12,000. 98. Right, baie dankie. 12,000 sold. Right, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot nommer 7, 5 self Devon verse gereed vir die bil, hulle weeg 318 kg, RB51 geënt 2 jaar oud. Moses is voort 45 kg van Barkly-Oos. Ladies and gentlemen, 10,400 asking 10,400. 10,400 rand waar hulle 10,400. 10,400 rand asking 10,400. Nou aan 10,400. So net 'n bietjie oor laat staan. Dankie. Dames en here, lot nommer 8, 38 dragtige bonsmare verse. Dragtig van SB bulle begin kalf 20 Desember geënt met RB51 in die Reddersburg distrik, is ek reg? Reddersburg distrik. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, 17,000 I've got on the floor. 17,000, I got at 17, asking 17,100. 17,100 now, whatever it is, 17,100. 17,000, is het reg op 17,000. At the back, dis die dragtige bonsmare verse. 17 is the bid. Asking 17,100. 17,000, going once, going twice. We are a bit short.
Yes.
17,100. I got 17,100 online, now make it 17,200. 17,200, what about 17,200? 17,200 now, make it 17,300. 17,300, I got 17,200 on the 17,300 on the online. Asking 17,300 online. 17,200 on the floor, 17,300 online. Let's seker maak daar Jaco. 17,300, let's go 17,400. 17,400 now, what about 17,400? 17,400 rand asking 17,400. 17,400 now, what about 17,400? I'll take 17,350 online. 17,350 online. Asking 17,350. 17,300 is die bod. 17,350 asking online. 17,350. 17,300 is the bid. Going once. Going twice. We are a bit short. We'll talk afterwards. Ja, ons gaan nou gou bel. Ons gaan net gou met die verkoper net gesels. Baie dankie dames en here. Dit is al van ons kant af hier by die Barkly-Oos se Somerfees en slagveeveiling. Dankie aan elke koper. Ons sal nou met almal praat wat wel diere gekoop het. Ons sal gou met julle onderhandel, die wat daar dispuut op is. Baie dankie vir julle ondersteuning en dankie ook aan al die verkopers wat diere ingeskryf het. Baie lekker dag vir almal.
koop hy verse. Ja. Ek op die vrou verse. Police car. So we got that. Yes. Ja, die was wat is hier? Daar zit hier. Dan hier het ook weer eerst. Hele motor. Met heel maak ik zo. Ja, dat yes. What do you got to offer us 1.4? Yeah, but I mean, no, I mean, if I say no, if he says no, he's going to buy the field. Exactly. So I really got these things at 60 years. These others, what can you do with these? Dankie.